Welcome to the Infidelity Doctor channel. This is Dr. Talal Al-Salim, and this is the Ask Dr. Talal segment, your place to ask me any questions you want to know about affair recovery and affair prevention. Please remember that this is not a substitute for the individual and couples counseling that you should be seeking. This is merely a place for you to get some basic questions answered and learn about my clinical insights when it comes to affair recovery and affair prevention. So before we get to the question of the day, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can get the most recent updates. So the question for the week is as follows. My partner and I are anxious about seeking couples counseling. What should we do? Well, it is normal for you and your partner to have anxiety about counseling. Why are people anxious about counseling? A variety of reasons. Sometimes is that they never done counseling before and they don't really know what to expect. Sometimes they had a negative or unsuccessful counseling experience and they worry about experiencing that same failure and if they try to pursue counseling this time. Sometimes it's the fear of discovering something that will be painful and hurtful, then somehow that will influence the decision about whether or not to stay in the relationship. Sometimes it's anxiety about what if I go there and I'm gonna get beat up on or be blamed for all the things that went wrong in this relationship. All of these are normal fears to have. I think what people need to remind themselves is that counseling is really an opportunity for the two of you to get clarity. And that clarity is going to help you make one of the most important decisions that you're going to make about the future of your relationship. So there has to be a buy-in that this is a necessity. And also there has to be a discussion about some of those fears that either of you might have about the outcome of counseling, and to be able to come up with safeguards for those fears to minimize the risk of having to deal with them. But also having a realistic idea of what counseling could lead to. Counseling could lead to healing by rebuilding the relationship together and making it better than it was prior to infidelity, or it could mean healing individually by finding out that one or both parties are not willing or able to do what it takes to rebuild the relationship. So the goal is really from counseling is to help the two of you heal from this traumatic event, regardless of which direction that's going to put the two of you. And also it's important for the two of you to talk about those anxieties with whoever you decide to see before you pursue counseling with them. I think a lot of times people have this wrong idea about what counseling is supposed to mean, or that the counselor is going to tell you that you should stay or you should leave. Really, a successful counseling experience allow the two of you make that decision together. I believe that my role as a counselor is to help you get the information that you need to get that decision. So long story short, normal to have those anxieties. What needs to happen is to understand that, you can't expect your problems to be fixed if you don't go to counseling. The alternative is worse, right? Because if you let those anxieties get in the way from you getting that clarity, then the worst thing is going to happen, meaning that decisions will be made without clarity. So hopefully that answered the question for the week. Please leave your comment in the comment section below about the answer that you heard today, as well as any questions that you'd like to see me answer in the future. Until then, be well, be safe, and embrace the possibility for a bright future. Take care.